Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. Dean here, the Arcave shop. Um, Been really busy, so haven't really had time to put anything up recently. Um, but made a couple purchases. Local machine shop was having a garage sale kind of thing. Um, it's funny. I've been trying to hook up with Chuck Bommarito, outside screwball. We live fairly close to each other. And he scooped me on a great Craigslist deal a couple of weeks ago. I was out of town and he picked up that welding set for free. Somebody had, pretty sweet deal. So I figured, well, I seen this Craigslist ad for this machine shop sale. So I sent Chuck a text and I said, hey, you want to try to meet up at this sale? So he called me back a little while later and said, hey, I'm already on a Seagull run with Flea Market Dave. They were heading out to one of the honey holes. So he goes, yeah, I can't make it first thing in the morning. Maybe I can make it later on. So I go, all right, so I'll let you know if there's anything good there. So anyways, I went to this sale and I was kind of suspicious. I saw the address. I go, man, I think I know this shop. And it turned out it was a shop that I had never been to, but I had met the owner at an estate sale where I actually got the mill, same place. And my neighbor and I, we've been meaning to meet the guy and go see his shop. So when I got there, I asked, hey, where's Ed? And they informed me that he had passed away like a year ago. So that was kind of awkward, and felt sorry for asking, hey, where is Ed? But anyways, talked to the son-in-law a little bit and checked out what they had. So they're in the process. I think they're in the process of downsizing, and they had just brought a bunch of stuff out of the shop that they weren't using. And judging by how dirty everything was, it was probably, the thicker the dirt layer, the more, or that was a key for them to put it out to sell it. So anyways, picked up a couple things, and this is a case of, we're going to call it the Coyote is faster than the Seagull. And Chuck's slogan is the Seagull run on these deals, and the first Seagull to the dump gets the good stuff. So anyways, I got there before him, and he just actually texted me a few minutes ago that he had made it over there. So I left a few things for him. But anyways, let's take a look at what I got. Got a couple pretty good deals. So anyways, let's have a look, and thanks everyone for following along. Okay, here's what we got. So we got a Ellis dividing head, and it came with 4 additional indexing plates. It's got a 3-jaw buck chuck on here, and it's an adjust-a-true. Looks like it's had a lot of use. And let's see what we got. This is a 4-inch. And then we also got this dividing head, and it came with a couple extra indexing plates. And what do we got here? It's a Walter, made in Germany. And it's got a 6-jaw, another buck, adjust-a-true. And this one is a 5-inch. everything seems to work on it. It's also got an indexing ring, direct indexing ring here. Just kind of cool. Yeah, it's hard to do it with one hand, sorry. And of course, it's got you can set the angle. Oh, and the Ellis one over here also has a direct indexing ring on there. And this was on the pile. I thought it fit one of these, but I don't think so. I think that's maybe a number 4 Morse taper. And just looking at these, unless there's a sleeve in there, I think this one's maybe a 3, and this one's possibly a 2 over here. It's definitely smaller. But anyways, I think I got my money's worth on these. And then here's a little Stanley. What is this? 1.5 inch, 2 inch, 2 1/4. Okay, 2 1/4 Stanley drill press vise, angle vise, and I mean, it doesn't look like it's ever been hardly used. There's no markings where it's been bolted down. There's one little tiny drill mark right there, but other than that, it looks like a brand new one. And we got this little tiny, it's a little 8 inch by 6 inch surface plate. And we got a bunch of files. These are Nicholson's mostly. They're all, good quality files. Always use those. And then I threw on the pile these Chinese welding magnets. They always come in handy. So, anyways, there you go. Actually, most of these yard sales, garage sales, whatever you want to call them, you got to go to like 10 of them, and out of those 10, one of them will have something worthwhile. But yeah, I think we did pretty good. All right, so this seems to run pretty smooth. It's got a tiny bit of backlash. Not sure if that's adjustable or not. So this chuck, it needs cleaning. I can feel there's chips in it and so forth, but looks like it's working okay. Oop, if I can keep the key in it. This key is pretty buggered up. I'm gonna have to make one for it. Yeah, and then this one over here. This is kind of an odd. I'm not sure if maybe they ground off the outsides of these jaws and they're flipped over in the reverse mode, or maybe that's just the way it is. But it runs pretty smooth, or operates pretty smooth. So anyways, I got some projects here to get these all cleaned up. They were so filthy. I knew this one was an Ellis. This one, you could tell that there was a nameplate there, but the dirt was so thick on this thing, you couldn't even tell what color it was, and I wasn't sure, if it was an import or a quality made one. All right, well, there we go. Hey, thanks everyone for stopping by. And I don't know if I mentioned it in the beginning or not, but if you don't know Chuck Bommarito, Outside Screwball, be sure to check out his YouTube channel. I'll throw a link in the description. Okay, I should have some more stuff coming up eventually. Might be a couple of weeks. I still got a bunch of home projects and work projects and stuff that's really eating up a lot of my time. But there'll be more coming. All right, thanks again, everybody. Have a great one.